Hello everyone. My name is Shyam and I'll be your teacher for today's class. This is our first session and we'll begin with Mental Ability Test, MAT, which is a key part of developing reasoning skills. I want to introduce you to how we'll practice using Google Forms and a PDF question bank. You'll get instant feedback that will help you improve as you go.
That sounds interesting. How does the feedback help?
Great question. The feedback will guide you to see where you went wrong and how you can correct your approach. This will strengthen your reasoning abilities and make solving new problems easier. Each problem you solve is a chance to reinforce your understanding.
So if I can solve one difficult problem, it will help me apply that logic to other problems, right?
Absolutely. As you practice, start by solving the problem yourself. Then, carefully review the feedback to see how it helps you improve. This process will build your confidence and problem-solving skills.
That makes sense. I can create my own approach to tackling this problem with time.
Exactly. This course is designed to sharpen your reasoning skills, which will not only help in your academic progress but also in tackling complex challenges in the future. Our focus is to fully prepare you for the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Selection Test, JNVST. Now, let's dive into the first chapter, Mental Ability Test. Section 1 Mental Ability Test, MAT. This is a non-verbal test. Questions are based on figures and diagrams only. Questions are meant to assess general mental ability functioning of the candidates. The section is divided into 10 parts having 4 questions each. Given below are some examples. The Mental Ability Test, MAT, is a nonverbal test designed to evaluate the general cognitive abilities of candidates, particularly focusing on their problem-solving skills, logical reasoning, and ability to comprehend and manipulate visual information. Unlike traditional tests that rely on verbal and numerical skills, the MAT concentrates on visual patterns, spatial relationships, and abstract thinking. Test structure 1. Question type. 2. Purpose. 3. Sections. Question type, nonverbal, based on figures and diagrams. Purpose, to assess the general mental functioning and cognitive abilities of candidates. Sections, the MAT is divided into multiple sections, each testing different aspects of mental ability. Key areas assessed 1. Pattern recognition, description, identifying patterns in sequences of shapes or figures. Example, given a sequence of shapes, students need to determine the next shape in the series based on the pattern. 2. Figure classification, description, grouping figures based on common characteristics or finding the odd one out. Example, students may be presented with 4 images and asked to select the one that doesn't belong with the others. 3. Analogies, description, understanding the relationship between pairs of figures and applying the same relationship to complete another pair. Example, if a triangle is related to a pyramid, then a square is related to what? Answer, cube. 4. Figure completion, description, completing a figure by selecting the missing part from the given options. Example, students might be shown a partially completed shape and asked to select the correct piece that will complete the shape. 5. Series, description, identifying the sequence in a series of figures and predicting the next figure in the series. Example, students see a series of geometric shapes and must determine which shape logically follows the sequence. 6. Spatial visualization, description, imagining and manipulating objects in space to understand how they fit together. Example, given a 2D shape, students may be asked to determine how it would look if folded into a 3D object. Sample questions and answers with detailed explanation. Example, figure classification. question, identify the figure that does not belong in the following group. Answer. Detailed explanation. In this question, the task is to identify which figure among the 4 options is different from the others. Figure 1. This is a pentagon with an inner star shape, often called a pentagram. Figure 2. This is a hexagon with an inner hexagram, a 6-pointed star shape. Figure 3. This is identical to Figure 1, another pentagon with an inner pentagram. Figure 4. This is a hexagon without any inner star or pattern. Reasoning. Common features. The first 3 figures, 1, 2, and 3, share a common feature. They all have an inner star shape. Figures 1 and 3 are pentagons with a pentagram inside, and Figure 2 is a hexagon with a hexagram inside. Different feature. Figure 4 is a hexagon, but it lacks any inner star shape. It's simply a plain hexagon. The distinguishing feature is the presence or absence of the inner star shape. Since Figure 4 does not have this inner shape, it does not belong to the group where all other figures have stars inside them. Final answer. Figure 4 does not belong in the group because it is the only one without an inner star shape. Example analogies. Question. If circle is to sphere, then square is to A, rectangle B, cube C, triangle D, cone. Answer. 2, cube. Step-by-step explanation. Understand the relationship. The analogy question presents a relationship between 2 objects, circle and sphere. We need to find a similar relationship between square and one of the given options. Analyze the first pair, circle and sphere. A circle is a 2-dimensional, 2D shape. A sphere is a 3-dimensional, 3D object formed by rotating a circle around its diameter. The circle becomes a sphere when it gains depth in addition to its height and width. Apply the same logic to the second pair, square, and a square is also a 2-dimensional, 2D shape. We need to find the corresponding 3-dimensional, 3D object that would result from a square gaining depth, similar to how a circle becomes a sphere. Evaluate the options. Rectangle, a 2D shape with length and width similar to a square but not 3D. Cube, a 3D object formed by extending a square into 3 dimensions, height, width, and depth. A cube is essentially a square in 3D space. Triangle, a 2D shape with 3 sides, not related to a square in terms of dimension change. Cone, a 3D object with a circular base, not related to a square. Conclusion. The correct answer is cube because, just like a circle becomes a sphere when extended into 3 dimensions, a square becomes a cube when it is extended into 3 dimensions. Visual representation. Consider the transformation. 2D shape, circle, 3D object, sphere. 2D shape, square, 3D object, cube. This analogy helps to grasp the concept that when a 2D shape, like a square, is extended into a 3D space, it forms a corresponding 3D object, like a cube. This is why the correct answer is 2, cube. Here is the visual diagram that illustrates the analogy. If circle is to sphere, then square is to cube. This should help in understanding the transformation of 2D shapes into their corresponding 3D objects. If you need any adjustments, feel free to ask. Tips for preparation. 1. Practice regularly. Consistent practice with sample papers and mock tests helps improve speed and accuracy. 2. Visualize. Enhance spatial visualization skills by practicing with puzzles and visual reasoning games. 3. Time management. Work on improving time management skills to ensure all questions are attempted within the allotted time. 4. Analyze mistakes. Review incorrect answers to understand the reasoning behind them and avoid similar mistakes in the future. Now it's time for your practice. We've shared the PDF question bank and a Google form link for the answer sheet on WhatsApp. The system automatically matches your answers with the answer key and provides feedback with detailed explanations.
That's great. I really don't like waiting.
And it eliminates the errors that come with manual calculation, which can be time-consuming. Google Forms takes care of all of that instantly.
So we won't have to spend a lot of time checking our answers.
Exactly. It also makes it much easier to track your progress over time. Google Forms is a fast and error-free way to conduct practice tests.
I like that we get instant feedback.
Absolutely. If you have any questions or need clarification during practice, feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp or give me a call. I'm always available to help.
Thank you. If I need anything, I will definitely let you know. I am really excited to get started.
Whether you're a WhatsApp or YouTube user, our mobile-friendly online course doesn't require a desktop or laptop, just your smartphone is enough. You can easily access all the course material, videos, and assignments from your phone anytime, anywhere. This ensures that technology never becomes a barrier to your education.
This is an amazing opportunity for everyone. Yes.
In the next class, we'll dive deeper into odd man out, where we'll explore techniques to enhance your mental ability skills. Make sure you are prepared, as we'll build on today's work. Thank you all for your time and participation. I truly appreciate your hard work and dedication. You are making excellent progress. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next class.